Hello guys. So what we'll be talking about today is the shark's internal anatomy and body parts specifically. So we can start off with the liver here because it's easily noticeable and you can see my pen marks here. And as you can see here, we have the liver which has the right lobe, the middle lobe which is kind of in the which has the gallbladder over there as well. And then we have the left lobe. So the liver has three main lobes. And what is the function of the liver? Well, the liver actually helps produce store fats in the shark's body, as well as it has bile, which helps detoxify waste in the shark. And then the next important structure that we see here, I can just delete this now, is like around the center lobe, we have the gallbladder here. And why is the gallbladder important? So the reason why the gallbladder is important is because it stores bile. And if there's no gallbladder, then you cannot detoxify. Then the liver is cannot excuse me, detoxify the waste in the shark. And up next, we have the spleen here, which is the grayish dark brown structure over here. So what the spleen mainly does is that it helps produce red blood cells for the shark, which is very important, right? And as we move on here, we have the intestines here, which you see this long structure. But what's so important is that we have two types of intestines. So there's the small intestines, which is usually up where the pancreas is. And then we have oops, and then we have the large intestine over here. Small intestine, also known as spiral bowel, mainly has a huge function, which is it's a lower portion of the digestive system where it helps by increasing surface area for digestion. Whereas the large intestine, known as the colon, supports indigestion as well. However, the colon doesn't have much of a specialized function like small intestines where they absorb it. They just help. They just pretty much like they're like the final stage where digestion happens pretty much. So up next here we have the heart and the two gills over here. One, oops, one here, and another one here. So what's the heart's main function? Well, the heart, my friends, is to supply deoxygenated blood and oxygenated blood to the system. But where does the deoxygenated blood goes? Because sharks can't have oxygenated blood, right? So what it does is where the circulatory system is. So like when deoxygenated blood pumps out of the heart, it goes to the gills, where the gills help make it oxygenated. And then once the oxygenated blood goes back to the heart, then the heart releases oxygenated blood all over the body of the shark, where it circulates back to the heart, and then the cycle happens over and over again, which is why that's how the circulatory system works. So we have a few structures here up here next. So we have the cardiac stomach and pyloric stomach. And the pyloric. Oops, there we go. So what the stomach's main purpose is, it's mainly a digestive organ with a smooth appearance. However, inside the stomach has a rugae, which actually helps with the increased surface area for the stomach to expand. Now, into my point with the digestive system. So when the food usually comes down through the esophagus, the rugae actually helps increase or expand the stomach, which allows the food to go down more smoothly. And then it passes through the spiral valve, which is kind of twisted, and then it allows surface area to increase where the nutrients can absorb. And then that's where the intestines come into play. And we have another important structure, which is the pancreas. So the pancreas specifically helps with digestive enzymes, mainly like insulin and glucagon. And we also have the reproductive system here, oviducts. They are the ovaries, which actually helps the shark to produce eggs. And this is a female shark, which I said in the previous video of our external anatomy. Right over here, last but not least, we have the rectal gland. And the rectal gland mainly helps regulating body fluids throughout the shark. And that is all I have for the internal anatomy. So thank you for watching.